Cavaliers, 30-14 on a definite schneid at the moment. 4-6 in their last
What's
10.
this schneid thing that you keep doing? What's that about?
I don't know. It's a bad streak, I guess. The opposite of what the
Okay,
Hawks.
schneid.
Yeah, it's Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Like his whole career, so it's the shortened form of that. So,
Cavs 30-14. They're 3 games worse than when Dave Blatt got fired last season.
I think last time I said they've achieved. I think this time they're moving kind of into underachieving territory. A lot of chatter recently about LeBron kind of not being happy with his teammates. Which, fair enough, they haven't been winning a whole lot of games.
It's this that passive aggressive side of LeBron is really, really irksome, isn't it? Like, it's like, I just don't like going through the media instead of just you want to say something, go and say something to people. I don't like that. I don't know if that's an old school take on it, but like if you're unhappy with your teammates, walk into the general manager's office and say, "Here, look, man, Are you talking about he wants personnel changes or he wants the existing guys to play better? Because either way, that's a conversation you should either have with the general manager or with your players. Look, Kevin Love's 3-point shooting's in the toilet at the moment. He's been shooting like 28% in January. He's getting fewer shots, and I don't know if that is one of those things where he's just such a rhythm guy that to be really effective he needs to. Because I looked it up. Sorry, I don't want to go too stat heavy on you, but he shoots 44.3% from the field, at 39.5% in wins, and then that goes down to 39.4% overall and 33.3% from 3 in losses. So there's a significant
correlation between
drop between how he plays
and losing. Yeah,
and also the other thing was Kyrie dishes 6 assists per game in the wins and only 4.9 in the losses. So I feel like Kyrie's been he's taken more shots over this kind of bum period, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing for the Cavs.
Well, I gotta say, first off, I'm supremely disappointed in you, Paul.
What?
We had LeBron in last week, and this was when he first aired these grievances on that Lost podcast. And so for you to go and say that, we're hurting ourselves as being the media.
We had that exclusive, of course. No, yeah.
No, I tend to agree with you. A lot of the shooting splits and wins versus losses, I mean, him not shooting well, Love not shooting well, and Kyrie not passing as well, it's a big reason they're losing. And so, it doesn't surprise me that the numbers bear that out. It's interesting. I feel like they can still turn it around. I still like that team. But to me, right now, at this moment, they have underachieved for sure. And they gotta snap it around after the All-Star break.
There's 2 schools of thought on this, right? Because they could just be a switch team, right? Where they'll kind of
post All-Star games.
Yeah, they'll kind of start picking it up. But there are some worrying long-term, like signs in terms of their 16th in defense, tied with Toronto and Houston. 16th in defense, man. That's not what's going on there. There we go.
It's the Wizards.
Their defense is so bad, even the camera can't handle it. But that's like 16th in defense. Their point differential, I looked it up as well, would be the 4th or 5th worst of the last 17 championship winners. And every one of those teams had a reason why they didn't. Like there was the 2001 Lakers, right? That whole Shaq Kobe dynamic, and Shaq maybe came in a little bit with a little bit of a championship gut and hangover and all that. There was a lot of stuff going on there. The 06 Heat team, again, Shaq maybe wasn't in fully conditioned. I think he maybe missed some games. The Lakers championship season in 09, I think Andrew Bynum didn't he miss time at it was either 09 or 10. He missed time, I think, at the start of the season, which would have affected.
Missed a whole lot of time.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that would have affected the point differential. And then there was the Dallas Mavericks in 2011,
where they just Yeah.
So
So maybe the Cavs could go with the old Mavs. What I think they should do is probably fire Ty Lue. Bring in either Big Z or... I mean, is Mo Williams actually playing?
I don't know.
Bring him in to coach, or I don't know.
Bring back David Blatt. Hashtag bring back the Blatt.
Bring back Boobie Gibson to coach the team. Daniel Gibson.
So yeah, no, they're not... You don't want to hit the panic. They won the championship last season. There was a lot of... That was a 1 in a million as far as I'm concerned in terms of just the way everything came together for them. If they don't really start... Again, that's hammer home, but some of these stats just were eye-popping. They're last in the league in transition defense. Like, they gave up 1.23 points per game, or points per possession in transition. And do you know who's the first place team in transition in scoring?
I'm say Golden State.
Golden State. You know, so if you've got Dane's on beating the Warriors, like if you turn around and go like if Love can't move his feet, cause Love tries hard, I think, but he just can't move his feet that quickly, and he loses guys. Kyrie's lazy.
Yeah,
you watch the games. Kyrie's lazy on defense, getting back and stuff. You think, I know you've got a great little crossover there, mate, but you could. Sorry, I'm getting very hateful there. Yeah. With the Cavs, I think I expected them to kind of lift their foot off, but this to me doesn't even look like it's foot off the paddle. It's just, I don't know, just some really bad basketball being played on the defensive side of the ball.
It's been disjointed. Yeah, you're not wrong. So firmly in lock with the underachievers.
Let's try this shit one last time, right? Like a fucking velociraptor or something. Like, give me some skin. Yeah. So no, that's the Eastern Conference done.
Cool. We will get
the West done.
Yeah.
I don't mind trying it tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, as I said, look, all those guys that we had on last week, we will try and get them on again. I'll try not to lose this one, but again, from our beautiful Soul Studio, this has been the Something About Basketball podcast. Saying goodbye. Stay classy.
Dirty bird.